Right, we will be on Zoom, on YouTube in a second. Okay. Right, we will be on Zoom. Okay, we are on YouTube right now. Okay, perfect, perfect. All right, and then start recording. Okay, welcome everybody. Super excited. We are going to be talking about one of the probably the coolest talks that is numbers. Man, now many of you say numbers. Oh, I hate math in high school. Let me run the other way. But actually, these are numbers that put money on your pocket. They are very, very simple. It's simplicity, and we are going to go into that. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Second. All right, the screen. Perfect. There it is. All right. The power of the compensation plan. Some of you have seen this several times. And the reason it's good to repeat it all the time because the more we see it, the more we see the power or the potential of what we have here. Now, we can earn big money. I mean, you can earn an extra $100 a month, or you can get an extra $100 a month, or $100,000 a month. We have people that earn like I mean, an extra $2,100 a month or a week, and we have people that are earning over $50,000 per week. Think about the power of this potential income. This is an amazing business. Now, we are not telling you that you are going to make money just by signing up because it depends on you. Now, this is like a game, and that's one of the reasons I love it because it's like a game. It's like picking up coins. Every time you qualify for something, but you're picking up a qualification that's going to make you money. Very simple, and that's why we are going to go. But the first part is very simple. You earn 25% on the sales. That's simple. Somebody buy, let's suppose $100, you get 25% of that. That's $25, and it's paid the next day. You share your link, and you hear caching, and next day you get paid $25. That's on 25%. And this is really powerful for people that want to start right away and say, have some people that would love to see this business, and then you share the link, and the person say, "Well, I want to know more." You send the information, and then the person buy. Very simple. 25%. You don't have to, in many companies, to get to certain percent, you have to go like in a scale. For example, a friend of mine, she was in a company where they pay 10% for the first 5 sales in the month. And then to get all the way to 25%, I forgot how many sales she has to do. Here is just one, 25%. That's it, and get paid next day. Now, then we had the PIB. PIB is very simple. These are packages that people buy that they want to join to do what you are doing. In other words, people that say, you know what, I want to make extra money. And then there are different packages that they can come in. Every time they come with that package, you get a bonus. And the bonus goes from $25 all the way to $350. It's very simple. Again, and now this one, you get paid weekly. You have to have a little patience and wait a week. But by the way, the reason this is so powerful too, because most companies pay monthly. We pay again weekly in this one. And the one before we pay daily. But here, this is for people that want to do what you are doing. Very simple. Then we have different rewards. For example, when you are 6 months in a row ordering in what we call Smart Ship, you get an $100 reward certificate that you use to buy products. Customers, these are the people that are not building, they didn't come with the app package, they didn't sign up as a brand ambassador, they just buy products. Every time they spend $300, they are getting $33. Plus, every time they refer somebody, they get $10 reward certificate for every customer that they refer. As simple as that. By the way, because they are customers, every customer that they refer, that they are making that $10 certificate, who make the 25% commission of those referrals? You, because they are customers, they are not building a business. That means that even the referrals, you can earn 25% that get paid the next day, by the way. These are on the sales. But this is for customers. But very simple. This is what we call the loyalty rewards. Now, this part, I'm going to go into a different screen for that. It's simple, but I prefer to write it down. I guess I could have been a teacher because I love whiteboards. This is a whiteboard. You see? Okay, make sure that it's writing. Okay. All right. This, okay. We are going to be sharing the whiteboard in a second. Whiteboard sharing screen. This is so cool. I love whiteboards. Now, I know I said I was going to talk about numbers. Some people are going to say, I hate math. I'm going to run the other way. And now you are showing me a whiteboard? That sounds like math class. Okay, it's very simple what I'm going to show you now. For example, this is the person that brings you. So, but this is your sponsor. Let's call a sponsor. Okay, hold on a second. I have to move this. This is your sponsor. This is person that sponsor you. This is you. Okay, very simple. Now, we have a pay plan where you are building two teams. Two teams means you have two positions, so two legs, left and right, left and right. Very easy to calculate, left and right. Now, and I'm going to put in different color here in black, you are building, bringing people, and the people are coming this way. That means that you're building tons of legs. Here, you have only two. To show you how simple this plan is and how it makes sense, is how many you know people with two legs? That's simple. You're just building two legs. Now, when you have one person on your left and one person on your right, you create two banks. These are imaginary banks, although they have a function. Everything that people are buying, everybody that is here that's buying, every person that's buying, the volume is going to go here. And let's suppose on one side you go 600 in volume and 300 points in volume. That adds up to 900. And by the way, it could be 300 in this side or instead the other side. Could be. It's what we call a cycle. This is a cycle. Every time that you get a cycle, you get paid between $35 and 45. Now, why we use cycles? Because when you sponsor one on the left, one on the right, you get paid on limited levels. There are no levels. And these pay plans, like this one that I have here, you have a limit of how many levels you get paid. They go from 3 to maybe 7 levels. Here, there are no levels. Every person that's coming, doesn't matter how deep goes, it could be a person coming very deep here, you get paid on everybody. That's the cool thing. And that's the way that we pay cycles. Because in that way, that's the way that we can pay unlimited levels. If you make one cycle, you can make 35 or 45. The difference is when you have 10 people that you brought into the business or customers, it goes to 45. That's the only difference. You can have one cycle a week. Oops, I don't know what I did that. One cycle a week, or you can have, I don't know, 10 cycles. That's equal of it's 300 to 50 to $450 that you get paid weekly, by the way. Could be 100 cycles in a week, 100 cycles that you can pay, I don't know, between $3,500 and $4,500 in a week. Or you can get, I don't know, 600 cycles. That's equal of 27,000 a week. You see the potential, very simple. And the volume is all the volume that's coming in. By the way, you say, well, in one side came $600 and the other one 400 points, for example, 400 points. What happened with the extra 100 points? Stay in the bank. That's why it's called bank. And as long as you every month are using products, at least $100 in products, that bank keep accumulating volume. You never lose the volume and you get paid unlimited. That's another advantage over these plans. These plans, at the end of 30 days, I have it in black because make the difference, your volume go to zero. Here never goes to zero as long as you are already $110 about every month in products, or you are selling products that is the same thing, $110. But this is very powerful. And again, you can make up to 27,000, like I see here, in a week. Wow, you said that sounds like a lot of money. Yep, it's a lot of money. It's $1.4 million a year. Now we can stop here and say the pay plan is amazing. We have an amazing plan, etc. But then we have something else, and I'm going to show it to you. Let me stop sharing here, and let me share in the other screen. And we call it the matching bonus. By the way, I'm going to show you this example before I go into the matching bonus. Excuse me. I'm going to share the other screen. To show you the potential. It's like bringing two people and they bring two and four. By the way, these are people that are bringing people. Not everybody's going to bring people. Many people are just coming in. They buy their products. They bring somebody else once in a while. But what if you bring two in the first month? And in the second month, those two bring two is four. And the third month, those four bring two is eight. At the end of 12 months, you have over 8,000 people. You're making over 900 cycles that month. You make over $40,000 that month. And what if I is half of that, or a quarter of that, or 1/8 of that, or 1/16 of that? And these are income that's coming every month. We pay weekly, but I put it as an example. Every month, you are getting paid every month as long as people are using the product and bringing new people, etc. And this is the power of this pay plan. When people ask me, George, you said that you have close to 1 million people in another company. Yeah, because the process of duplication, people were bringing people, and to show you an example how powerful it is. In this example, there are 8,192 people. How many people you personally sponsor? Two. Just two. 8,192. I have over close to 1 million people, and I sponsor 150 in 15 years. That's about 10 per month, per year. Think about that, the power of duplication. Now, this is the next part that is brilliant. I love it. It's called the matching bonus. And the matching bonus, the best way to explain it is by an example. I love to write stuff again and here. I'm a nerd. I love spreadsheets. I created this one in numbers. I have it in Excel too. Let's suppose that you bring one person, and that person is making, I don't know, $500 a week. Now you're making $150 a week with that because you get up to 30% of what they are making, not what they are selling. They are making. Let's suppose that you have, I don't know, let's change the number to 5 people that are getting $500. It's a $750 every week that you're getting paid. Let's suppose that the average of each of these are making $1,000 a week. Now, that doesn't stop them. When somebody is making $1,000 a week, they have people making money under them. And there are 5 of those in this example. Let's suppose that each one has 3 people that are making money. It's going to be more than that. But instead, 1,000 a week, let's put 700. You get paid 15% on what the people in the second level are making. That's an extra 350. Now, those people that have people making money, they have people making money. And let's suppose, actually, this is more, it's 15. Each one has 3, it's 15. Let's suppose that this 15, each one's 3, is 45 more. And let's suppose that they're making just $400 a week. Look, that's extra paying per week on what your people are earning. But to show you how powerful this plan is, we were talking about the pay plan before. We were talking about this, okay? Yeah, it's just a showing picture. Let's suppose that one of the legs is not doing much, but you sponsor a super leader here and this one, okay? And that super leader become at the top of the plan. Of course, I'm going to show you an example that is a top, best possible results. And let's suppose that that person is making $1 million a year. Let's put it with a comment. That way it sounds more exciting. A year. How much they are paying you every year? They pay you weekly, but let's suppose that they total every year. On one person. On that super leader, you can earn $300,000 a year extra. Now, on super leader, it's going to have 2 people making money. And let's suppose that there are 10 people that he or she has making money, and they're making an average of 400,000. Let's not put there 1,000,000 points. Although you can make more money than your upline because the way that the plan is set up. All of you that are here on the screen can make more money than me. That's another cool thing about this plan. But look at this example. That's an extra 600,000. Now, these 10, obviously, they are earning an average of 400,000. They have to have a lot of people making money. And let's have that they have 10 people that are making, I don't know, $150,000 a year. Look at that. Now, I know some of you are blank out because say, I never made $1 million. I never planned to make $1 million. I think it's impossible to make $1 million. This is an example. I was washing dishes in 1989. I came to the US from South America in case you see the accent, you hear an accent. Do you think I ever thought I was going to make $1 million in a year? And I did. At the beginning, I wanted to make a $4,000 a month. That was my goal when I got into this business because I wanted to quit all my jobs. That was my goal. But eventually keep growing and growing because you keep sharing with people the business. You keep sharing with people the opportunity. And guess what? You get paid. You get paid. And then if you happen to have the super leader that's going to make money, and by the way, I'm not going even the next 4 levels. Very simple. Gee, I get super excited when I talk about that, about this. Okay, let me erase it. Second. All right, but that's the potential. Where do you see yourself? Think about that. We already show you how you can earn a lot of money here when you're bringing people and they're selling and using the products. And this one is when you are actually helping people to make money. And by the way, when you bring somebody, you're new, you don't know what to do. Guess what? You're working with the team, the same that we're working. Some of you here on the line have done calls with me in the past. And actually, we have, let's see. Yeah, we have at least one person that knows me since 1996, Danny Jolly. I met Danny Jolly. I think it was in 1996 that I met you in USANA, Danny. But she has seen a lot of my progress of what I have done and what I did in that company where we were talking about the earn over $8 million. I'll have close to 1 million people. Now, we have a bonus pool. Bonus pool is very simple. When you hit the 4-star, the company takes 3% of the total sales in the whole planet. We are in 14 countries, and they divide it among the people that are in the bonus pools. And the higher you go, the more shares you have. And I'm not going to go to explain how the shares work, but you can have an extra 6-figure per year on this one. That's incredible. That's paid weekly too, by the way. That's paid weekly. We have trips. We have Vietnam. We have Cabo. We are going to be with most of our team. We are going to be in Cabo, and we already won the trip. And now we are working for the France Monaco trip. And the company paid for the whole thing. This is simple. It's a very simple plan. And by the way, there are companies that have 51 pages of Payplan. How to explain it? As a matter of fact, I was showing it to somebody, a company where some people went there and they have a 51 pages Payplan. Now we have other things, other rewards. I'm not going to go into detail, but I just show you the way that you can build this business. The Payplan is very simple. And then I'm going to show you now, I'm going to talk about the promotion that we have. Let me stop for a second. Yeah, because I want to do a separate. Okay. All right. Let me go back to my screen right now. Actually, let me keep recording. Why not? Now, I'm going to show you a promotion that we have that is really powerful, and it's called the Power of 3. It's until May 4, and the promotion has been so successful that I would not be surprised that they extended. But it's very simple. It's called the Power of 3. Now, we've shown before an example of 12 months when you bring 2 and they bring 2, etc. Here, I'm going to have just a 7 months example. 2 people bring 2 is 4, 8, etc. And at the end of that, you are making $765 per month. Let's suppose that I play with the numbers per month, $765 per month. What if instead of bringing 2 people, you bring 1 more? 3. That goes with the name of the company. One more. 3. Those 3 bring 3. One more. It's 9. Those 9 bring 3. One more. 27. The same thing. Each one 3. 81, 243, 729, 2,187. Look at the difference. 128. And let's see how many in total. 3,279 people instead of 254. That's the power of one more. And then, excuse me, this is an example. That would be 10,000 a month. Let's round it up. $10,000 per month. Now, what this has to do with a new promotion? Here is the new promotion. And by the way, look at the big difference. Just one more person. Even a caveman could understand this. You don't have to be super bright. You be a cave person. That's it. Now, this is the power of 3. You bring 3. You bring 3. And then with a total of 900 volume, and guess what? The company pay you an extra $100 on top of what we've been talking before. That's an extra $100 that they pay you. They pay you. Okay, here's an example. And you can do that up to 3 times. That means is that you instead bring 3 and bring 3 more and then bring 3 more up to 3 times during this promotion, and you get $1,305. Why? And you say, wait, you say $100. Why is 1,300? Because you are cycling, you're making cycles. Plus, people, let's suppose that they are coming with a premium pack that happen to be 300 points. And that's why at 900. By the way, you can bring it with any package as long as they are. But here we are putting as an example. People are coming with a 300 package and you get $100 for each one. Remember, each package has a commission and you're making $1,305. Let's suppose that you are the person that came with that package with the premium, and then you're bringing people, the premium costs $600. You pay for, and you're already in profit. But it goes beyond it. There is more, as they said. When you bring somebody, okay, think about that. When you bring somebody that does what you did, they bring 3 people. They give you $300 for each one that does that bring 3 people or the people that you brought in. Okay, and that in total, when you add everything, including the 1305 from before, it's over $2,000 that you make. Oops. That's so cool. And of course, your business keep duplicating, and then the numbers that I showed you before will happen. That's cool. And again, even a cave person can do it. Now we have the promotion of the Power Up packages. And I'm going beyond because this goes beyond. Oh, actually, let me do this. Do I do this? Yeah, let's do this. How to earn $1,000 in the first 30 days. Okay, let me go back. You see, you bring 3 people with one of the packages. Let's suppose that the pro pack, and you already make over $1,000. That's it. Just bringing that people. Or you bring 4 people with the business pack, and you make already over $1,000. Or you sponsor 5 people with a premium pack, and you see 3 with a premium pack, 1 with a pro pack, and 1 with a business pack, and you get over $1,000 too. Now, how to get it residual? Residual means that every month you're getting it. Very simple. Let's suppose the Eternal. Eternal is one of the favorite products, and it has 60 points. Let's suppose that on one side, you get 114 people and 228. It's not going to happen overnight, but that means that every month you're making $1,000 automatic. These are people that are just using the products. Now, what if they have 2 Eternals? Because each person in the family is using, you need less people. You need 57 on one side, 114 the other one, and you make 12,000 extra per year. But what if you want to go to 5,000? And I'm going faster here because, anyway, you have this, and then you are getting 62,000 a year. And these are people that just using the products. Now, if there are 2 in the family using it, that's half the amount of people that you need. Or what about $10,000? We are playing with this number because this number give you to the $1,000. Basically, I say 9,810, but it's rounded up. And this is the 10,000 that we have here. You have this amount of people and you're getting $10,000 every month. Now, you don't have to sponsor the 1,000 people or 2,000. Remember, that's why I went to this example before. It's people in your team bringing people. In this example that you have the 3,279 people, you brought 3. That's it. And that's the way that you duplicate. Okay, let me get out of here. Anybody has any questions? Okay, if you want to say something, you make sure you open the microphone. If you don't have any question, then don't open the microphone. Now,
Hey George, do you have those on a slide that you can share so I can look at them again?
yeah, they are in the link is in the chat for one of the
Shout?
slides.
Okay.
In chat, yeah. And I took it off, but I think I put it back because I was correcting a slide. If it's not back for some reason there, just send me a text and I send it to you. Okay. Anybody has any questions so far?
George?
Yeah, go ahead.
So this whole recording right now, though, is already recorded live and it's on your YouTube?
Yeah, this is on my YouTube channel.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah,
George,
really good. I like the new slides.
Yeah,
thank
and
you.
can you put your YouTube channel down, and I'm going to save it somewhere.
Yeah, I'm looking for a link right now. That's what I was doing. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right, I'm gonna put it on the chat on the right side, or on the, I don't know where your chat is because sometimes it's in a different place. That is the YouTube for this specific video, by the way, that we just did. Then you don't have to search. And it's not going to be, if you try to click there now, you are going to be seeing the live. You wait like 10 minutes after the live because then it goes all the way to the first minute. Okay. All right. This is a good time to ask questions, by the way, because you have been here in a one-on-one.
Okay, I'm going to ask one quick question. It might be too much information, but about the power-up points.
Yeah, I'm going to go into that. Actually, I was going to go into that. But ask the question anyway. Yeah, because I was going to go in the power up anyway.
But just if you could explain some of that.
Pardon me?
Just if you could explain the power-up points a little bit.
Yes.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah, that's let me see where I had the power up packages. Hold on just a second. I have to get my. All right. Okay, I have it here. Perfecto. I'm sharing the screen. Okay, let me see if you see it. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. By the way, something very quick. This is the new cream that we have, Lock the Comparison, the La Prairie. From you can find this one in Nordstrom. It's a bestseller in Nordstrom, 1.6 ounces. Look at the price, $5.95. This is ours. Look at the price. Think about that. And that's the only comparison. It's not even close because ours are very unique ingredients. Anyway, let's go to the power of packages. We have several, and they call it a Hong Kong Power Up because they were introducing Hong Kong in the convention that we have in Hong Kong, the New Year convention there. And they're on this kind, the one that has all the products, the skincare, the nutritional products, everything. We have 3 packages that go from $600 to $2,000. Now, there is the very important part here. when you come with a package, let's suppose that you come with a $600, it says $9,000 power up volume. Remember when I show you that you have two legs? Okay, this is going to be in your strong leg. The company is going to put those 9,000 points in your strong leg. And it's like if you have got an example, 90 people with 100 points. But in 90 people, when you are buying the power up, they are rewarding you with those 9,000 points that they put on one side already. And that you just have to start building and get the other side every 300 points. And I'm going to show you that in a second. And the second one, the same thing. And by the way, the volume of what is called CV goes up. The 9,000 points stay in your tree when you buy this. When you buy the $1,000, it's 15,000 points that stay on your tree. And $2,000, you get 30,000 points. And you can get up to 3 of them. The other packages, if somebody said, well, I don't want the skincare. Then we had the supplement. We had 3 of them, the same prices, 600, 1,000, and 2,000 with the same points. And then we have a special only skincare that you see there. It's $600. You get 300 points, and you get a 9,000 power up package, and the same one just with a new product. You can get up to 3 of those, of each one. And the reason it's so powerful is because I'm going to show you now. Now, the pack's volume goes on the strong leg. Let's suppose that you have more volume on the right side. And if you are brand new, you don't have a strong leg yet, you are just starting out, it's going to go on your sponsor team leg. For example, you are here, and then you keep the same straight line up here. I'm putting the numbers. 15. We are putting as an example 15,000. But here, let's suppose that you get the 30,000, and it's going the same line where you are being signed up with your sponsor, 30,000 points. If you are using the 30,000, or if it's 3 of them, 90,000, or if you are using the 9,000. But that's it. Now, the benefit of that you are creating a power leg that you can start collecting commissions from there. Again, if it's a 9,000, it's like equivalent of 90 people ordering 100 points. This is an example, the power of this package. And now, every time, let's suppose that you have the power up points on the right side. Every time that you get 300 points, remember 600 and 300 for a cycle, the computer pulls 600 points on the other side, and then you get a cycle. You get $35 or $45. Now, you say, how many cycles are in 30,000 points? Well, divide 30,000 divided by 600, because remember, it's pulling 600 from that leg. You have 50 cycles. And money, I'm going to show you in a second. Here's an example with the 2,000 packages. You get 30,000. How many cycles you get? 30 cycles. And by the way, at 50 cycles, you become a 3-star pro. You make $50,000 just on the cycles. We are not counting about the PIBs or anything, just on the cycles, because you are pulling 300 points from those 30,000, and every time you do it, you get a cycle. You have the potential of 1,750. If you add the $45, you get 2,250. This is with the 2,000, an example. Now, I'm going to get out of here for a second. Any questions about that? Because I just put the example. Any examples about that? And by the way, we had the power up packages until tomorrow. Tomorrow at midnight Mountain Time, they are gone. And we don't know if we are going to ever see them. We don't know. That's why it's so important to get them now, because then you are getting extra points. Anybody has a question about that? About the power up package? Oh, Kimberly, I know you were asking. Oh, where is Kimberly? No, we lost Kimberly.
Okay, sorry, George. It's hard to decide which of the big packs to get. With skincare, I don't know how to decide. That's a problem.
Yeah, personally, I like the combination because we have the two. This is personally. The only way that I would go more to skincare is if you have more people that's your market, or this product is somebody's going to have it on a spa, etc. Or you just want to have a lot of skincare buying in advance because you are paying a very good
Mhm. What happened to George?
Oh, I appear back. Okay. All right. That's the cool thing. It depends on you. I like the combination again because the nutritional products, I ain't going to use them anyway.
Mhm.
And I ain't going to share. Especially, I love to sometimes give samples. So if somebody wants, you sign up somebody now, and you have the product there, you can give the product to the person, and that person give it back to you when they receive their package. That's another reason I like to have both. But that depends on you.
Yeah.
That depend on you. The advantage of the nutritional products is that definitely you are going to be using a lot of that. The skincare lasts long. The nutritional we have is a 30-day supply. That's another thing. If you want to look for the point of view of having a lot of product for yourself, the nutritional product definitely lasts shorter. That's why probably you have to have more because they are 30-day supplies.
Can you go back to show that one slide that has, sorry you guys, but the skincare pack that has all